Welcome everybody to the channel. Expect to see again. Si senor. Yes, Mexican. Yeah. No, it's expect to see, of course. Just doing my impression of my Mexican bandit, you know. Because of my mustache, Mexican. Anyway, folks, I've not been able to do many videos recently because of family commitments, but I'm not in Mexico. I'm not doing drugs in Mexico. It's just that I've not had the time with family bereavement, etc. So you have to do things, work around that situation. And so, but anyway, the update with the BBC is nothing's changed. I get letters threatening to come and knock on my door. Now, if they come, and if you're in the same position where you get CAPITA or letters from BBC CAPITA TV licensing saying that you're going to get a visit, one thing you've got to understand, and that's the most important thing, is they've got no powers to come into your property whatsoever unless they get a search warrant from a magistrate to have evidence that you're watching BBC television. That's the most important thing, folks, that you have to bear in mind. Now, if they haven't got the evidence, unless they get a dodgy magistrate's order, the search warrant you get should have a signed document saying they need to come into your premises. Without that, just say goodbye and shut your door. That's all you need to do. Obviously, I've took legal advice on this over the years, and that's the main thing I want you to remember. So like me, like Inspector C, I'm waiting for a visit now. They're quite welcome to come to my front door, and I will say to them, no thank you very much. Don't require a license at this address, at this household. That's the right they've got with this new charter, with the present charter, till the new one comes up. When the new charter comes up, that might change, because it's up to you, the public out there, you the general public, to just say, no thank you, I'm not watching, I'm not paying. And if you do that, there's no court in England can prosecute you, because if you're not watching something, it's like going to a shop and buying something. If I don't go to a shop, I don't buy anything. So, you know, and or the main thing about what I always say is the TV license is a situation. If you don't have to have a TV license just if you got to have a TV. That's changed over the years. I think Chili John pointed that out a couple of days ago on one of his videos. A great guy. So what you've got to understand is you don't need a TV license just to have a TV. That's one thing. A lot of people still don't know this, but that's why I want you to pass it on to everybody, share this video out, because the more people that know that where you stand when they come knocking on the door, which is I'm waiting for now. I'm waiting for somebody to knock on my door. And I'll say, hello, good afternoon, and what do you want? And you say, oh, I'm TV licensing. Oh yes, well, I'm sorry, but I don't require your services. I don't require BBC television. And that's the end of it. And that's all you have to do, folks, because I don't want to see anybody get fined. There's so many people get fined at the doorstep, which is where the battleground is, at your doorstep. That's where the confrontation comes with TV license. They come to your house, they come knocking on your door to investigate you. They're going to try to investigate me, but I don't need any investigation, so it's all bullshit. Anyway, like I said before, as long as you know that, folks, I just don't want to see anybody get fined. Like I said to you before, there's other videos here that might help you understand this, because I've gone through it for 10 years now. Well, 7 or 8 years at least, nearly 10 years basically. And I've not got fined. You know, I've not got fined because I know what to do. And it's like anything else. Once you learn and pass on the message that when they have this new charter, which is coming up shortly, they'll have to bear this in mind. People are not watching anymore like used to do years ago, and the TV licensing knocking on your door will have to pass in time, and it's up to you, the public, to say no thank you very much. So anyway, folks, thanks again for all the new people that have subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button, give us a thumbs up. I hope it's been useful for you, because that's what it's all about here, to pass on the message, because they'll only get evidence from you if you give it them. whatever you're doing, wherever you're watching, I don't watch BBC television. If you are, obviously that's a situation that you have to bear in mind yourself. That's up to you. But I don't watch, so if I'm not watching, I'm not paying. It's that simple, folks. No other words to say to you. But I don't want to see anybody get fined. And if you know what to do on the front door, just say no thank you, don't sign anything, don't engage with them, just say goodbye, and that's it, folks. Just shut your door. And they can't do nothing about it. Like I said, you don't need a driving license if you don't drive. If you're not driving, you don't need a license, do you? If I haven't got a car, I've got this car here, but I've got a license, so I have to drive with a license. That's simple as that. Anyway, folks, thanks again for all the new people. Like I say, I'm a bit tied up with family commitments at the moment, and I will try and get back to doing 1 or 2 more videos. But thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.